Morning, right? Not soon enough. 6:30 a.m. right now on this Friday, March 21st. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
Yeah, I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Our standards are low. We're just trying to get to Friday. Get to spring.
That's right.
Well, I think that means I need to start the countdown to summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that we've gotten past winter. Right, but nowhere near summer right now. It is going to be on the chillier side for early spring. But as you can see, skies are brightening, so we do have that sunshine back. Just a few stubborn clouds and some light sprinkles still to go. So let's start there with the radar and satellite picture on the radar. What's amounting to maybe a few sprinkles from Putnam County to Westchester and Fairfield County. Those are rotating on out of here. 42 at Central Park right now. We're down to 30 in Monticello, 41 in Poughkeepsie, both Massapequa and Islip in the mid 40s. But adding to that cool for sure, this very brisk northwest wind already. These are the current gusts, close to 40 already at Newark, 30 plus at Central Park. So dress for that. Wind chills, yes, there is one down into the upper 20s and low 30s right now, but grab the shades along with the heavier coat. By 1 o'clock, 45 degrees on our way up into the low 50s. We'll be about 50 degrees through 4 p.m. and then clear skies and a cool night ahead. All right, 6:31. Lots to move around and lots of changes out there, Adele.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on right now in Queens, or heading into Queens rather. Whitestone Expressway, that crash has cleared out by 14th Avenue. Unfortunately, the damage is already done. We're seeing very heavy delays here across the span of the Whitestone Bridge. And then on the northbound side, you can expect to see some leftover rubbernecking delays there. So it's definitely going to cost you a lot of extra time. Throgs Neck Bridge would be a better bet for you. Heading down to the Grand Central Parkway, westbound by Northern Boulevard, exit 9, we've got a stalled bus taking out 2 lanes, not causing crazy backups through the area, but just be a little extra careful. Tack on a couple extra minutes there. George Washington Bridge, you're looking about 10 to 15 minute delays on the inbound side. That's all for now. Back to you, Darlene.
Thank you very much. 6:32. Checking on the weather with Maria.
All right, time to get the kiddos up and at 'em. We have right now drying conditions at the bus stop, so that's some good news, but already feeling the chill. The winds are gusty, so if they get recessed outside, there's going to be a lot of sunshine. It stays chilly, so grab that jacket and yeah, maybe even that scarf. Spring sets in for tomorrow for a little bit, and then that brisk wind and that chilly temperature that returns. So we'll time that out for you coming up in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Also,
you've got delays with your D, N, and R trains coming up in a few minutes. We've also got some cancellations on our commuter lines, but let's take a live look outside right now onto the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel. You've got about 10-minute delays. Darlene, Michael?
And you can now watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back.
What's happening, Maria?
Well, I promised you guys. What
is that?
Counting down to spring, that
Okay.
I tell you the countdown to summer. 91 days.
Wow.
91 days until you can dive into maybe that pool, and we're gaining daylight
It's a
for
little
90.
green, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, we're like that. Okay.
Check the pH.
I feel like they need to fix that.
We're also gaining daylight for 91 days, so we have that to look forward to. Spring, let's get through that, at least the first few days, where we're kind of on the up and down roller coaster temperature-wise, where we can't quite get into that nice, fully warm spring type of pattern here, where tomorrow we're peaking really for the next week and a half at 60 degrees, and we're going to try and just kind of hang out in the upper 40s and low 50s going beyond that. That's thanks in part to a couple systems that'll be rolling on through. All right, we have one that's exiting, taking with it all of the steady rainfalls, maybe a few showers, definitely the clouds lingering a bit longer. We're at 42 at Central Park, Sussex at 37, Islip, you're at 45 degrees, Belmar coming in at 43, and that's what we find at Newark. So today, you're already probably hear this out your window too, the gusty winds, 30, 40 mile per hour gusts, adding to that cool feel today, but bright skies. Quickly, the clouds return tomorrow, and even the chance for a spotty shower or two. Timing that out, it's not going to be everywhere. It's not a washout, and that chance would be during the afternoon and early evening. Otherwise, not a bad day as temperatures warm up into the 60s. Then already by Monday, we're watching that next rainmaker, and then already after that one, by the middle of the week, another chance for some rain. And each time, this is really going to kind of keep the temperatures from really blossoming into that full, nice, warm spring feel, at least for the short term, again, in the 10-day forecast. So we're at 42, obviously cloudy skies at Central Park, and those winds have picked up, so the wind chill's at 35. Kind of keep that number in mind when you're preparing to head out today. A heavier jacket, maybe a scarf too. The shades, though, as well, 53 degrees, but a lot of sunshine coming back our way. A chilly start to the day tomorrow, back into the 30s, but cold on Sunday behind that little boundary. Temperatures go from 60 to 48 degrees, but you can see the rest of the week next week, upper 40s, low 50s, overnight lows in in the 30s and 40s. All right, 6:46 right now. Adele, delays out there.
Yeah, we've got a lot of them. Let's start things off here with our rails, your 25D, N, and R trains. You've got slowdowns on top of that. Commuter lines, Babylon branch and Port Washington branches. You've got service changes, namely some cancellations. So you're definitely going to want to double check those timetables. It's going to add some extra time to your commute. New Jersey Transit, Morrison, Essex, and Northeast Corridor lines. You've also got delays and service changes there. And if you are making your way onto the roads here in New Jersey, Morris County specifically, not in great shape. 206 both ways shut down by County Route 613 because of a downed tree. Then just east of that, keep in mind 80 is still shut down both ways by exit 34 because of multiple sinkholes through the area. This is obviously having a major impact even on local roadways. 46 and 10 would be your way around it. And if you are making your way onto the Whitestone Expressway here, delays, still seeing some of them southbound as you make your way into 14th Avenue. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. 6:40 for streaming with us. It's Friday, March 21st. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero here tracking our roads and rails. Now we're going to say tracking 8 times in the first minute.
Of course.
Well, I feel like you track it on Monday. By Friday, you're trackling.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Barely.
Right? I think I woke up trackling.
That's right. I heard the trackling earlier in my back. It's been a week. But we're looking at some sunshine returning, so we'll put that positive spin on that. Clouds are a little bit stubborn for just a little bit longer, but the skies have dried. So, yeah, you can put the umbrella away for at least a little bit today. The big picture is showing the exit of our bigger storm system and taking with that even some snow through New England, so we're not on that side of it. But already temperatures have dropped, and those wind gusts are persistently high already. So from Morristown to Caldwell, from Elizabeth, Newark, they've been 30 plus miles per hour, 40 at LaGuardia. So already expecting probably some bumpy flights. Not going to ease until much later today. So it's going to be blustery all afternoon. But look at this sunshine by 1 o'clock, 45 degrees. Just a warning, feels like temperatures will be in the 30s for a good chunk of this afternoon. And then with fair skies after a high in the low 50s, we'll start to dip back into the upper 30s tonight. All right, it has been a slow go in spots. What's the latest, Adele?
We've got a few issues you're definitely going to want to keep in mind as you plan your commute ahead. First up, LIRR, just as a reminder, Ronkonkoma branch buses will replace trains 7 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. This will be going on until May, and then until next month, Babylon branch will be running on a revised schedule through the overnights from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. This is all because of necessary track work. Hitting the roadways, not easy getting around here in Jersey. Morris County specifically, 80 both ways. As a reminder, shut down by exit 34, 46 or 10 would be your way around it. And 206 is also shut down both ways by County Route 613. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thanks so much. We want to get on this Friday. Let's check in with Maria and see where we stand around the boroughs, Maria.
Yeah, we're chilly. We have temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s, but also want to bring your attention to the winds already from Brooklyn and Queens, 20, 30 miles per hour. The clouds are still lingering for a little bit longer, but wind a big part of how it's going to feel today out of the northwest pretty much all day, gusting 30, 40 miles per hour. They ease a little bit tomorrow, but then we see that wind kick out from the south. That's going to warm us up briefly. So we'll talk about the temperature changes in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Coming up, 100.
We're also going to break down those detours for that 80 closure. But right now, you do want to keep in mind Port Washington and your Babylon branches. You've got cancellations, up to 30-minute delays with your New Jersey Transit Morrison Essex line. Let's take a live look outside right now onto the Alexander Hamilton Bridge. You've got eastbound delays into Webster Avenue. You're watching Today in New York.
Checking on the weather. See how it's looking right now.
Yeah, looking better and better with each passing minute. We had all that heavy rain overnight, many areas picking up half an inch to an inch plus. But right now we're starting to see some of the clearing skies. So eventually the wind, I should say the sun definitely wins out for the day today. Just give it a little more time. After hearing the rain out your window, you're probably hearing the gusty winds already picking up out of the northwest, 20, 30 plus mile per hour gusts. That's absolutely making it feel chillier out there. So as you get ready for the day today, yeah, we're only going to be 43 degrees by noontime. Again, bright skies, so along with the heavier jacket, grab the shades. But those winds stay brisk all day. Gusts as high as 40 miles per hour possible. So you factor that in, and wind chills will be dipping into the 30s for most of the afternoon, even with air temperatures getting into the low 50s today. We'll be about 51 degrees by 5 o'clock, but still that brisk northwest wind, and then clear skies heading into the overnight. So we get a quick break from the rain chance. We see another one tomorrow afternoon, and then Monday and again in the midweek. So unsettled the next few days. We don't have a chance to really see a prolonged prolonged dry period, except as we look ahead to the end of next week. I'll show you that in the 10-day. But if you're planning for tomorrow, because it is going to be warmer tomorrow, we do have a spotty shower or two possible during the afternoon and evening. Not everywhere, not all day, but something to keep in mind if you're going to try and get out and enjoy what's going to be a milder afternoon, 50s near 60 degrees. But that's what it looks like. The hour-by-hour forecast later tomorrow afternoon and evening, literally spotty showers before we clear out again. So that boundary knocks our temperatures back down to the chilly level on Sunday before we see this next wave move on by. That's going to give us rain on Monday, and very quickly behind it, that next one on Wednesday, adding up to what is going to be a nice little soaking rainfall. First up, though, Monday with about ½ an inch to an inch potentially out there by Monday. 53 degrees, a lot of sunshine today. It's all about the blustery conditions, bundle up. And then 39 degrees overnight tonight. It's going to be even colder Sunday morning, so be ready for that, close to or below freezing. And then temperatures kind of just hang out, upper 40s and low 50s, but we do dry out for a couple days in a row into end of next week. All right, Adele, slow go. Where are those now?
We've got a lot of them. I also want to give everyone the reminder, heading out to JFK Airport, we do have that long-term construction around the terminals. That's always slows things down. On top of that, heading out to any of the airports, if you're planning to fly out to the UK, you're definitely going to want to contact your carrier, as we have been reporting. London Heathrow is seeing some major issues there. Making your way into New Jersey here, 206 both ways completely shut down by County Route 613. This is because of a downed tree. And then just east of this, 80 both ways completely shut down because of multiple sinkholes through the area. This has been having a major impact on the commute around town, even local roadways. Main roadways to get around it would be 46 or Route 10, but you're going to need lots of extra time. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thanks so much. Right now, crews are working